quality hair, there's a way you can add life to your locks the same way women across Hollywood do, but right here in Omaha. We're talking about the Brazilian blowout with Alicia Clark from Studio 123 at Ice Salon, along with Becky Gray. And we've got a model here, Erica Aaron. Good to see all of you. Thank you for coming in. So my first reaction was, a what? A Brazilian blowout. When you haven't heard of it before, it's sort of a new idea.
Yes.
What is it?
It is a hair smoothing, defrizzing treatment that takes all of the frizz that you get out of your hair, especially in like humidity conditions like right now where it's just
a nightmare.
Out of control, right?
Yeah.
Erica this morning, she had her Brazilian done how long ago? Saturday morning,
Okay.
and literally she can wash her hair at night, sleep on it wet, and wake up and it looks just like this, and all she has to do is brush it.
That's all I did this morning was brush my hair.
Was brush your hair. Can you
Means
imagine not taking an iron to it and heating it up to
Cranking
400
it out.
degrees or whatever we're doing to our
Absolutely.
hair? And you can see right there, this shot really shows the shine in her hair. Let's talk about the process. So what does it entail? If you sit down to have a Brazilian blowout done, what does that mean?
It's about 2 hours of your time.
Oh, absolutely.
And so what what happens? I'm just curious. I've never had it done, never seen it done.
Well, what we do is we go ahead and we use a special shampoo that takes out all the toxins in your hair. It takes out any buildup, things like that, and then you apply a solution to the hair. Then we round brush it in using really small sections. And then at that point, we then flat iron the hair, and that's my favorite part because as a hairstylist, I can see the color change as I'm hitting the flat iron with it. It just shines. It's really, really cool. And then at that point, once we've blown it dry with a round brush, we flat ironed it, all this stuff, then we take them to the shampoo bowl, we rinse all that out, so we then get the hair wet, and then at that point we put a little bit of like a deep conditioning treatment on top of that, let it sit for a couple minutes, bring it back to our chair if we rinse that out, and then we blow it dry, and using just our hands and a blow dryer, no brush, no flat iron, no nothing, it lays like you see.
And it brings it to life. You said she's had it done on Saturday.
She did. And
How
this is
long
actually
will it last?
10 to 12 weeks.
I'm going to touch you. We just met, but she said I could touch her hair. It is so incredibly smooth.
And it lasts about 10 to 12 weeks. This is actually her second one. She was one of the first people that I did, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have to be certified to do it. It's not that anybody can do one of these, right? You've got to go through your training and know your stuff.
Absolutely. We flew out March. We flew out to California.
It's actually
February.
Yeah.
We were trained in the Argyle Salon in West Hollywood, in California, and we were there for the weekend. Flew home and started doing them.
Brought it back to Omaha. We
Yes.
have some amazing before and after. So we're looking at Erica and we say, great, she looks beautiful. What did she look like before? Well, here are some ideas of other women you've helped. So that's the before on the left, the after on the right. So I suspect that's sort of some natural wave and uneven curl that she had on the left, and you were able to do that on the right?
Absolutely.
And remember, all these models, the only thing we did to straighten them in the finished product is just use a blow dryer. In her hands, there's, again, no flat ironing, no product. I mean, it is what it is.
And that's how it looks even after she washes it.
Every
right?
time.
So if she washes it the next day, it doesn't go back to that curled up look. It stays as that after looks. This, to me, took my breath away. Because to your point about the color coming to life.
And the shine.
Yes, the vibrancy in her color on the right is so amazing. You almost believe it's not the same woman. But
Absolutely.
you say this is the same gal,
It is,
right?
yes.
Yeah, so that's the before and after on her. Looking ahead to this next picture, I think the result in this for women who have naturally kinky curly hair and have always wanted it to sort of be straight and relaxed. This is sort of that epitome of what they want.
Right, but the great thing about Brazilian blowouts is although this woman has curly hair, she can, and it styles out very straight and easily, she can also wear her natural curl, and the great thing is it's her hair, it's still curly. It does loosen it a little bit, but she can still have it curly, it's just minus all that frizz.
And you see a lot of times when they straighten their hair, there's not a whole lot of life left in it. And that's exactly the opposite of what you see there with that shine, the health that's there, and the vibrancy that you see in her hair.
Absolutely.
And the color. It looks like she's had her color done from the left to the right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then here's another really nice example that shows it just really brings those highlights to life, doesn't it? Does it affect your color at all? What's the rule between having this done in color?
It actually enhances your color. You can actually wait longer between haircuts and color because it just brings the shine up, and it really just makes everything, the color blend from the root all the way down. It just really has great results. We've had wonderful feedback from it.
Talking about that, are women absolutely shocked because it is still so new to Omaha about the result?
They are, absolutely, yeah. We've had wonderful feedback from can't believe they're like, you know.
Oh, so they come back. She's
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
for her second one, right?
Right, absolutely. They can't believe, they're like, well, I'm going to see if it actually looks like this when I get home. And then they go home and then they call us and they're like, oh my gosh, it still does this. And we're like, yeah.
Yes, Alicia, let's talk pool season. A lot of women say, great, I'm going to be out, maybe getting my hair wet, or I'm going to be out in the sun with all the humidity. So what can they expect?
Well, when you get it done, you're not going to have to worry about being fuzzy at the end of the day. After a pool, people don't want to, you know, women tend to not get their hair wet when they're swimming because they don't want the aftermath of having to do it. And with this, it takes all the maintenance out of doing your hair.
It looks like this all the
I
time.
was going to say, how much time do you save on a regular basis? Because you're not getting up and sticking irons in your hair and fooling with it and all of the back combing and all of that. You just sort of have beautiful hair. You said you just
I just brushed my hair.
wake up and comb your hair. That's unbelievable. We're looking at a special offer right now. So if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, this sounds like something I'm interested in, they're even going to kick in some great savings for you. $50 off for first-time customers. You're looking at Studio 123 at iSalon, and that is on the north side of Dodge around 109. So that area around Old Mill sort of gets twisty, but if you take that road around, you'll see it as you're heading sort of northeast. You'll see it there on the left, right? I don't know if I'm terrible with directions, so maybe I wasn't the one to explain that. But the number, if you want to call and ask them exactly how to get there, or to get more details on the Brazilian blowout, is 934-2121. Good to see all of you. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, over to you.
All right, Mary. Guess